Ciao a tutti, this is Gabriel from Italy, and these are my orchids at the window. This is my second video. My first one was the My Orchid Collection in 60 Seconds video. And I thought maybe I'll have a go at doing some more videos. And this is about these three beauties, which are my purchases at the Bussolengo Orchid show that I visited about a month ago. And here are some images from the show. So this show was hosted at a garden center, a very nice garden center called Flover. But one thing that was a little disappointing about the show is that it seemed to be more commercial than anything else, and there was a lack of tags. It was very difficult to find the name of plants. For example, this dendrobium, I have no idea what it was. There was no tag. And the only stand that they had that was from a grower that had traveled and was present there was this, and it's from the Rölke nursery in Germany, which is a nursery I knew about, but the plants that they had are amazing. If you look up their website, well, it looks a bit sparse, like it looks like they don't have so many plants, but they do. And the Frank Rölke that was there is very knowledgeable person, very nice person to talk to. So it was fun. I spent a lot of time at this stand, but it was also the only one. The rest were like orchids displayed, to be sold basically. Another thing that I liked about the show was the fact that there was a lot of accent on orchids that are scented. So this is to show that more and more people are aware of the fact that even orchids can have a scent, and they're getting more interested in purchasing them. So, and let's start looking at these orchids, and this is the first one, and it's the Bealara Tahoma Glacier Green. It was in bloom when I bought it. Now it's gone over. The scent was amazing, and I had recently seen it in a video by Roger, and it's one of those orchids that he plans to sell and basically get rid of. And I asked him if I could buy it from him, but he said it was in poor root condition. He had just repotted it in the actual video that I saw, and he said he wouldn't mail an orchid in that state. Well, I thought, okay, let's wait. Let's hope that he still wants to sell it once it has recuperated. Well, it turns out I didn't have to wait, because only 2 weeks afterwards I found this one, and I'll put out a photo of it. So I got the best plant at the show. The only thing that I didn't like about this plant is that it didn't have new growths. I don't really care about flowers much when I buy the plants. The only interest that I have in the flowers is that I want to see them. But if they're not my flowers, so if it didn't flower, if it didn't bloom because of my care, it doesn't matter. I'd rather have a poor blooming that was my doing than having a fantastic blooming that I paid for. So what I didn't like about this was that it didn't have a new growth, but It actually does. I don't know if this was hidden in the bracts when I bought it, or if it has developed ever since, but I noticed this about a week ago. So, and this is good because it needs repotting. I think this is coconut husk. I don't like it. It would spoil the watering regimen that I have. To be able to deal with this orchid collection, I need to be able to water in a way that I can sustain, given my laziness. And they all need to be in the same sort of media. The ones that need more humidity, I simply add a little bit of sphagnum moss. But I cannot water more than twice a week, and preferably once a week. So I just know myself, I just know that I wouldn't be able to keep it up. Yeah, good new growth. I'll repot this soon, and I still haven't decided where it needs to go. My problem will be to keep it rather cool in summer. We don't have scorching summers in Genoa, but it does get well in the 30 degrees centigrades. And yeah, I'll have to find a place where this doesn't happen so much. All right. Oh, and the second plant is this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Phalaenopsis sweet memory. And I was discussing with Roger recently about the name of this, because the registered name seems to be Phalaenopsis sweet memory, and there is an accepted synonym that is Leodora with an A at the end. However, it seems that a very common name for it is actually Leodoro with an O at the end. Well, that's not official. I don't know. The tag on this one says Phalaenopsis Leodoro with an O at the end. But we all know what this plant is. I simply love it. Not a space saver, and this is bad for me because I have very, very limited space. But Phalaenopsis are my favorite orchids, and this is just simply too good to pass by. As you can see, it's two plants, or rather a plant and a kiki that basically grew to be almost the same size as the plant. And the blooms are spectacular. I love them. Not my favorite shape ever, but the scent is amazing. It's very strange for a flower. It's peppery. I don't know, not something that I would associate to a flower, more to a cake, maybe? It's amazing. These two flowers were on the plant already when I bought it. These have opened since, so they're not my doing. The only merit I can take is not blasting the buds. There's one more to come, and we have a third and a fourth spike. This is just amazing. It's beautiful. But with leaves like these, I mean, even if it didn't bloom, it'd still be okay. It just screams tropical to me, which is something that I look for in an orchid. I hope I can manage to keep the roots like these and like this and not stain them. I will talk about my bad habit of staining root orchids in a separate video if it comes to that. Anyway, I made a basket for this. I don't know if you saw my orchid collection in 60 seconds video. I like to keep orchids hanging. It's a way to gain space. And I think this Phalaenopsis is going to go right here. It's low enough that I can smell the flowers, and but it's out of the way of other plants, and it basically colonizes an area that is plant free at the moment. Although it won't be for long, because I have some Catasetina on the way, and those will go above it. So the third and last plant that I bought is this Cymbidium, Fogel's Magic, and this is okay because this can go in my garden. Where I live, Cymbidiums can live in the garden year round, no problem. I just have to protect them from the wind, especially in winter, but it doesn't freeze here, so they get their cold winter, but they don't freeze. And I think the flowers on this one are just amazing. It's starting to go over, as you can see, but this is impressive, and as I was saying, I don't really mind that it's going over. The flowers are impressive. What I'm looking forward to is for it to bloom because of my care. This is the challenge for me. And this also didn't have any new growths, although I have noticed that it has sprouted once since. Let's see, this one. So this is okay. It's not like my other Cymbidium that has 6, but yeah, better than nothing. And I hope this won't be the only one, and I hope next year I can have good news about this. Not sure if I'm repotting this one. This might be actually okay. So I don't know how many people will stumble on this second video of mine. There are still a few things I want to talk about, and then, you know, if it's of interest, that I'll keep going. I'll keep going. Otherwise, I'll stop. But yeah, thanks for watching. Ciao.